Okay, here, right, I'm going to share with you how the equation for the circle, right, is derived. Okay, it says that I'm going to prove to you, right, how come the equation of circle is x minus p bracket square plus y minus q bracket square equal to r square. Okay, here you have a circle, red color circle. PQ is the coordinates for the center of the circle. Okay, the center of the circle is here. The blue color dot here is the center of the circle. Then XY, right, is any point on the circle. Okay, XY is any point on the circle. So your XY can be here. Your XY can also be here. Okay, this is my XY. XY can also be this point. So R is the radius of the circle. Okay, let's say I have another triangle here. So let's start with the black triangle I've just drawn. Okay, if you see here, right, your R is the radius of circle, PQ is the center of the circle, XY is any point on the circle. Okay, so XY can be here, XY can be here, here, any point on the circle. So if I were to, let's say XY is this point here, right? Okay, to have a equation, right, that relates with R, XY, and PQ, right? You'll remind you of the Pythagoras Theorem, what you learn in Sec 2. So this length here, right, is x minus q. And this length here, right, would be y. I mean, here is x minus p, sorry. So here will be y minus q. Okay, here will be y minus q. So your Pythagoras theorem will tell you that x minus p squared plus y minus q squared is equal to r squared. And this is the relationship between the center of the center of the circle, the coordinates, and any point on the circle and your radius. Therefore, this is the equation of the circle. Okay, understand? No?
Yeah.
Using Pythagoras theorem. Let's say I choose this part here, right? This length will be y minus q also. And here would be your p minus x. But don't forget, because you're squaring it. So if you're squaring it, whether it's p minus x or x minus p, right, it doesn't make any difference. So you'll still end up with x minus p squared plus y minus q squared equal to r squared. Because I'm squaring it, so whether it's x minus p or p minus x, it makes no difference. So for convenience sake, they always write x minus p. Therefore, equation of the circle is x minus p square plus bracket y minus q close bracket square equal to r square. So everything is based on your Pythagoras theorem, which you learn in Sec 2. So you clear about that?
Yeah.
So I just proven to you using Pythagoras theorem, area of all kinds of circle, right? So long as it's a circle, right? It's always this equation.
But isn't it you just find r square? You never find pi r square.
Length of the circle.
Oh,
The hypotenuse is r.
Is the radius.
Pythagoras theorem. Yeah, this is the radius. R is the radius of the circle.
Ah.
So in other words, for any circle, right, if you have the center, right, coordinates of the center.
Yeah. And coordinates of 1 point and the circle.
And you have radius, right? You will have equation of the circle.
Wait, but don't you need to know what is x and y?
No need. X and Y is the X and Y here. P and Q is the center of the circle.
Yeah, but you need both to find the radius.
No, if you have the radius and the coordinates of the center, that will give you equation of the circle already.
Okay.
That means you need to have the length of the radius.
Mm,
Okay?
yeah.
Clear?
Okay.
Then that's how you get equation of circle using Pythagoras theorem. Or you clear? So
Yeah.
let's say now you have a question. Let me think of a question.
Teacher David, I go toilet first.
Huh? Okay.
I urgent. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's say right now I have a coordinates, right? The center of the circle is 4, 2. And 6, 8 lies on the coordinate 6, 8 lies on the circle. Can you find the equation of the circle? You know how to find the equation of the circle? Okay, step number 1, right? You have to find your radius. There's this length. Let's say this point is called Q. OQ is the radius. So I need to find the length of OQ, right? Okay, the length of OQ is equal to square root difference in the x coordinate is square it plus difference in the y coordinates. Okay, that's the length of OQ. This one is 2 square is 4. 8 minus 2 is 6. 6 square is 36. Square root of 40. Okay, square root of 40, you simplify further, right? You get 2 root 10. So the radius is 2 root 10. Okay, the radius is 2 root 10. But the question is asking for equation of this circle, right? So equation of this circle, right? Since now I have the radius, I have the center, I can find the equation of this circle. So equation of this circle would be is y. Okay, let's start with x. X minus 4 square plus y minus 2 square is equal to 2 root 10 square is equal to 40. Okay, this is the equation of the circle. Understand now?
But isn't it you're using the equation to find the equation?
Using the equation to find the equation.
Because the what you did on top, the square root, right? It came from the equation.
No, this one is Pythagoras theorem. This one, is the equation, right? To find the length, the radius.
Oh, okay.
So once I have the radius, then I can put it as equation of the line of the circle. That means, in other words, you need the radius to find equation of circle.
Okay.
Okay, this question okay,
Mm.
Okay, this question okay. I'm going to create a few more questions. This is one kind of question now. Then another kind of question, right? Okay, let me erase my whiteboard first. Because I still need this drawing, so I cannot clear the screen. I got to draw this thing again. Okay, another equation is like, another kind of question is they give you the equation, then ask you find the radius and coordinates of the center. So example, okay, the equation of circle is like that.
Oh.
Maybe don't use 144. Use 288. Okay, let's say equation of circle is like that. Then they ask you to find radius and its center. Okay, so I have to do this question like that. Okay, minus 288 is 0, right? So I bring over is 288 lah. So I'm going to divide by 2. Oh. Can understand, no? So this one will become, right? Can you see? So the center, right, will be minus 3, 0. This one, this drawing is not this question, by the way. Okay.
Yeah.
So center is minus 3, 0. And your radius, right, is 12. Oh, you understand, no? They give you equation, find radius and center.
Yeah.
Okay, this one okay.
So you have to convert it to the formula form, and then from the formula.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, another one is find the equation with center and radius. This one we just go through just now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this one okay. Then another kind is find the equation, which is what similar to what I done with you earlier. Find the equation of the circle with center center C, right? Maybe 2, 5. And radius is maybe 7. Okay. Then in equation of circle, right, in standard form. Then you'll be thinking, what is standard form? Because there are 2 kinds of equation of circle. One is the standard form, another is the general form. I show you the standard form first. Standard form is what we've been doing so far, by the way. So equation of circle with center C, 2, 5, right? So that will be x minus 2 square plus y minus 5 square equal to 49. Understand? No? This one no problem, right?
Mm,
This question okay, right? Which is similar to what I did with you the first time now. Can you understand, no?
yeah.
Yeah, this one straightforward, just apply the formula. Then another word example, right, is, okay, find the equation of the circle with diameter PQ, where the coordinates of P and Q to 4 and 6 and 6, 8 respectively. Okay, this question. Okay, this question. So how to do that? Okay, so this question, right? They ask you to find diameter PQ. So they did tell you PQ is a diameter already. Correct or not? So if
Uh-huh.
you have the diameter, also very easy to work. With the diameter, you can find the length of the diameter, isn't it?
Yeah. The midpoint. Find the midpoint of the line connecting PQ.
Okay. Then that's the coordinates of the center.
Mm-hmm.
So you can find the length of diameter, then divide by 2 lah, to get the length of the radius. Then you find midpoint to get the center. So length of diameter, right? That would be 6 minus 2 square plus 8 minus 4 square. So the length of the diameter would be 6 minus 2 is 4, 4 square is 16. This one, same thing, 4 square is 16. Square root 32 lah. So square root 32 is 4 root 2. So that's the length of the diameter. So length of radius will be 2 root 2 lah. Okay, that's the length of radius. Then midpoint will be the center of the circle, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's the center of circle. So equation of circle will be x minus 4 square plus y minus 6 square is equal to 2 root 2 square. 4 times 2, 8. 2 root 2 square equal to 4 times 2 equal to 8. Now, that's why I get 8 long. Any question with
No.
regards to this question? So this
No.
is the finding the equation of circle also. All this question okay. Then another question, another kind of question, the equation of the circle. Okay, this one they give you the equation of the circle. Okay, this one I need to see because they have a point on the circle. Okay, let's say the equation of circle. x plus 2 bracket square plus y minus 6 bracket square is equal to 25. Okay. Then P point Q. Okay, the coordinates of point Q, let me see. Point Q, you want to lie it on the circle. Because I scared I name a coordinate, the coordinate actually is not on the circle.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Because I have the equation of the circle. X, Y. Oh, now my 10 now. Can. Any point also can. 4, 4, 8. Okay, point Q, 4, 8 is a point on the circle. Fine. Okay, then part 1, right? Find the equation of the tangent. Equation of the tangent to the circle at Q. Then part 2 is the line x equal to minus 4. The tangent maybe minus 2 lah. The tangent to the circle. Explain your answer. This question, typical exam question. Ask you to explain. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, the equation of a circle, right? They give you the equation of a circle. And they tell you this point is a point on a circle. Find the equation of the tangent to the circle at Q. So this one, right? Because I have the equation of the circle, right? So center of the circle, right? And my radius is 5. Okay. Then they say 4, 8 is a point on the circle. Find the equation of the tangent at the circle at Q. So this kind of question, right, is best to sketch out. It's best to sketch out. So minus 2, 6 is here. Minus 2, 6 is here. Something like that. Did it cross over? Let me see. Minus 2, 6 probably is here. Radius is fine. Actually, 4, 8 is not a point on the circle. Oops. Okay, 4A is not a point on the circle. Minus 2, 4 is a point on the circle, let's say. Okay, find the equation of the tangent to the circle at Q. It's a point on a circle. Find the equation of the tangent to the circle at Q. So you have the center of the circle, right? Then you find the radius of DQ. Can you find the gradient of radius CQ? The gradient of the radius CQ. This gradient.
Okay.
Okay. Any minus 2, 6. Minus 2, 4. Minus 2, 6. Minus 2, 8. Minus 2. Minus 2, 10. Minus 2. Let me see. Minus 2, 11. Yeah, minus 2, 11. Yeah, minus 2, 11. Then it makes sense. Okay, gradient of circle, right? Gradient of the radius, right? Gradient of the radius CQ would be 11 minus 6 over minus 2 minus 2. Okay, now minus 2, 11. Minus 2 minus 2, right? Here you get 0, right? Anything over 0, right, is infinity. So this is a vertical line. Because you got infinity gradient, it's a vertical line. So it's like that. This line is like that. So the tangent, right? Equation of the tangent is like that. So the equation of the tangent, right, would be y is equal to 11. Oh, understand? No?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Because y minus 11 is equal to infinity, but this is 0 lah. Horizontal line is 0 times x minus 2 is plus 2. So 0 times anything is 0, right? So
Yeah.
y equal to 11. So equation of the tangent is y equal to 11. You understand now? This is the working. Okay. So is x equal to minus 2 a tangent to the circle? No. X equal to minus 2, right? It cuts.
That's the circle.
Cuts the circle. And x equal to minus 2, it cuts the center. So it's not a tangent. For a question like this, you sketch out a simple drawing would be easier to do. Okay,
Yeah.
this question okay,
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to move on to general form. I'll give you time to do the question, don't worry. But you understand so far?
Yeah.
So general form, right? Okay, I'll show you what is the general form. Okay, just now earlier on, right, you have x minus p square plus y minus q square equal to r square. This is the standard form. Okay, general form is like this. I expand this. So general form would look like this. So r square minus p square minus q square is equal to some constant, right? Let's call it k. So this is how a general form would look like. This is the general form. Okay, this is the general form now. Okay, and your minus p, let me see. Okay, they'll rewrite this as your x squared plus y squared plus, they call it 2gx, then plus 2fx, 2fy plus c equal to 0. They'll write out in this form. So this one is the same thing. Okay. And your minus g minus f is the center. And your square root of your g squared plus f squared minus c is the radius. This is the general form. But you do not be intimidated by seeing this. How to remember this? This one, right, what you can do is, right, because the general form, right, you can always find the standard form. If you have the general form formula, right, you can convert it to the standard form simply by completing square. Okay, so let's say, right, I have a general form, right. The equation, okay, let's say the question is find the coordinates of the center of the circle. Okay, the radius of the circle, the equation of the circle, right? Let's say it's 3x squared plus 3y squared minus 4x plus 5y is equal to minus 3. Okay. They ask you to find the coordinates of the center and the radius of this circle. So this is the general formula they give you. But they're asking you to find coordinates of center and the radius, right? So what you can do is you can complete the square. You complete the square. So you complete the square, every term you divide by 3. Then after that, you complete the square. Oh, understand this part? Completing the square. Can you understand?
Yeah.
So this one is a square minus 2ab plus b square, right? This will become x minus 2/3 squared. Then this one you use calculator to simplify, right? Minus 1 plus 2/3 square plus 5/6 square. You will get 5/36. Isn't this the standard form? So coordinates of center, right? And your radius is square root 5/6. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Coordinates of center and radius of this circle. So just now those I show you, right? What 2FG, 2GF, 2GY, 2GX, 2GX, 2FY lah. Okay, those you don't need to bother lah. You just remember how to complete the square. So if you to get from the general form to the standard form, you complete the square. So to get from standard form to general form, you expand and simplify. Okay. Okay. Quite simple, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try one more question. Okay, find the equation of the circle which passes through which 2 point passes through the points P. Point P, let's call it 2, 6. And point Q. Okay. Passes through point P and point Q. point Q would be 5, 8, let's say, and has a center lying on the line. Wow. Okay. How can I make sure the center lie on that line? Has its center lying on the line to lying on the line of 2y plus x is equal to this is tough, equal to k, let's say, because I cannot define a line, because the line may not, you know what I mean? Yes, because the line, right, may not have a center passing through.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I can't really define a line. Let me see. Unless while we work out the time. Okay, let me anyhow put in a number. Let's say 10. We will see whether it passes through, but it may not pass through. The center may not pass through this line. Is it possible? A line? Because I have a fixed point 2658. Anyway, I just want to teach you how to do this kind of question. So let's say 26 and 58, right? 26 maybe here. 5, 8 maybe here. So a center, a circle, right? A circle maybe pass through these 2 points. Okay, the circle pass through the 2 points, 26 and 58. Six. It's 5. Okay, and its center lying on. Okay, just take it that you have the equation of a line, right? Of the line, right, that passes through the center.
Huh?
You just take it that we have the equation of a line that passes through the center of the circle.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It may not be this equation, or it might be another equation, but we have the equation of the line that passes through the center.
Yeah.
It's the concept you need to get. Okay. So you have an equation of a line that passes through the center. So this one, you have to find. Okay, because this is a chord, right? And for the center, right? Let's say I draw like that. This from the center. These two lines are confirm 100% of the time is perpendicular.
Okay.
So long you draw from the center, right, to the midpoint of these two. So it's a perpendicular bisector. This radius is a perpendicular bisector of this chord. So first thing, you have to find the midpoint of the chord for these 2 point PQ. Okay, that's the midpoint. So the midpoint is here. Then after that, you find the gradient of PQ. the gradient of PQ will be 8 minus 6 over 5 minus 2. Okay, gradient of PQ is 2/3. Gradient of PQ is 2/3, no? Gradient of OK, right? This point is called K. Gradient of OK, right? Would be minus 3 over 2. Because they are perpendicular. So I have the gradient of OK. I have this midpoint. I can find equation of OK, isn't it? Okay, this is the equation of the perpendicular bisector. Or rather, I have the equation of this radius law. This one will become okay, you have this. So 21 over 4 plus 7. You have 49 over 4. Okay. So I have this equation, but they're asking for equation of a circle, right? Equation of circle, I need to find the center. So, but then they say that they because right now I have equation of OK, right? Then they said equation of this line, right, passes through here, right? So I need to find the coordinates of the center by solving simultaneous equation. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So I solve simultaneous equation, right? I get x and y. That is my coordinates of the center already.
Oh.
Once you have the coordinates of the center, right? No problem finding radius, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the trick is to find the equation of OK. And because they said they have another line, right? Maybe let's call it this line, that passes through the center. Then OK and this red line, they intersect the center.
Mm.
So I just solve simultaneous equation, this equation and this equation. I'll get the coordinates of center already. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, maybe let's try solve simultaneous equation. Let me see what I'll get. Because this line may not pass through the center, but we have to see. 2y equal to 10 minus x. So 5 minus x over 2 is equal to minus 3x over 2 plus 49 over 4. Solve for your x. This one bring over here, right? 3x minus x will be 2x. 2x over 2, that will be x, right? Then 49 over 4 minus 5. Oh, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have 3x over 2 minus x. 3x over 2 minus x is 2x over 2. 2x over 2 is your x. So 49 over 4 minus 5, you get 29 over 4. Then your y is equal to 5 minus 29 over 8. 11 over 8. So coordinates of the center is this. Coordinates of this center will be 29 over 4. And 11 over 8. That's the coordinates of the center. So once you have coordinates of center, you can find radius, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct. So let's find the radius. No space already. Let me erase. Once you get the radius, you can have the equation of the circle already. Explosion. So the radius is equal to square root 5 minus 29 over 4 square plus 8 minus 11 over 8 square. You got 6.99. That's 7. Okay, let's consider the radius is 7. So you have the radius, you have the coordinates of center, equation of the circle, right? Will be x minus 29 over 4 square plus y minus 11 over 8 square equal to 49. That's the equation of the circle. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically it's combining what you have learned earlier. Midpoint, gradient, where it's perpendicular, the gradient multiply each other is -1. That concept is combination of everything.
It's a bit hard to understand, but yeah, I think I understand.
You understand, no?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.